Hello and welcome to all the Buy Round listeners. As you would all likely be aware of, I am making my wrestling debut this Sunday, the PWA COLOSSEUM at the Metro Theatre, all inspired by the comments of this man, Grayson. Thank you for joining us. But when you made those comments, what were you thinking and how much do you regret saying what you said?
Well, mate, it's a pleasure to come on here and, give you the Grayson Waller rub, help you out, get you some views, get you some clout, all those type of things. For me personally, I've been wrestling for a long time now and I've had a lot of people disrespect what I do and I'm always going to defend it. I have nothing but respect for you as a player, the big things you did on the field. I'm a big rugby league fan, but when people say certain things about my profession and about my home in PWA, I think it's only fair that I shoot back. And I think that's something that you would attest to. You would do similar things. If I made fun of the English or if I made fun of the Bulldogs or the buy around, I think you'd say some things back too.
Yeah, of course I would. But you know what? I bet you didn't expect that I'd actually back it up and get in the ring.
No, I will admit there's a lot of celebrities per se who like to say certain things. But you're one of the first ones who's actually going to back it up and not just do an appearance too. You're doing a match. That's pretty wild. So, I'm sure you're super nervous right now. You seem very confident, but I know inside, those nerves are starting to bubble back up.
No, it's nothing I'm not used to. I'm used to the big occasions, mate. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. So there's nothing nervous about it. It's just a regular Sunday for me. In terms of this disrespect, hang on. I was the one that got disrespected. I was told I wouldn't last 2 minutes. Imagine being told that I won't last 2 minutes. I've got the capabilities to do it. That was the offense.
Yeah, and I can understand that. And you do have some big match things. You've been in the biggest stages for rugby league, and you've lost on those big stages. Your grand final record isn't great. So, the confidence you have now kind of confuses me a little bit because when the lights are the brightest, you're not always at your best. So I'm interested to see on Sunday what you do against Ricky. But this is kind of what we do in wrestling. Ricky said some really horrible things to you and you backed it up. I don't think you're going to last 2 minutes. That's just me personally. Luckily you got Bonza with you. Bonza's going to help out. But I think it's going to be a real test of you as an athlete.
Well, look, me and Bonza have been working together for about a month now, and he recognises class. He's an intelligent wrestler. He recognises the strengths, and he's been leaning on me and my level of expertise, my ability, my natural ability, the strength, the fitness, the conditioning, and he's like what he's seen. And his comments to me are basically, mate, you lead this, mate. I'm going to get in your tailwind. He's really enjoying what he's seen from me so far in just a month. And it's interesting as well. Yeah, we're fighting on Sunday. We're getting in the ring on Sunday. You're coming back here. You're coming on the Saturday, though. Interesting little maneuver there. How you've just dodged me.
Well, originally. But then, I pay attention. You've used my name on your podcast about 75 times. I understand why. You got to get the big names out there. But I've actually extended my trip specifically so I can be there Sunday and see it in person. I don't want to watch it on YouTube, even though it is live on YouTube, which will be great. I want to be sitting at the Metro. I want to be upstairs. I want to have a beer in my hand. And I want to watch you fail. And I want to laugh at it. I want to enjoy it. I want to see all the things that you've said. I want to see them all go the complete opposite way. I'm going to see Ricky drop you on your head, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. You keep saying I'm not, I'd never say these things face to face. I don't think you know who I am, lad. And I mean that with all due respect. I've been in the ring with John Cena. I've been across the ring from Shawn Michaels, legit the best wrestlers of all time. And I've said the same thing to their face that I would say behind their back. So just be prepared, lad, because I am going to be there. There's no more running. There's no more games. There's no more podcasts we can do. I'm going to be in that arena. I'm going to be at the Metro. And if you're there, I'm going to say these things face to face like I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you may have been in the ring with all these people, but have you been in the ring with someone that's broke somebody's face? Literally broke somebody's face?
Multiple times. What we do is extremely tough. I broke my leg and I kept going.
So
I understand what it means to go through real. Go on.
I've done that. I played with a broken leg. Just normal. Just another day.
Yeah.
I don't make a big deal about it.
I know. But that's what we are. We're both tough guys. And we're very proud of who we are as athletes. And that's why this is happening, James. I think in another time we'd sit down, we'd have a beer, we'd have a good time. But that's not going to happen now. Unfortunately, now we've tested each other. We've said some horrible things and we've got to back it up. And I can't wait to back it up, lad. What we do is very, very down. I've seen the best athletes come in NXT former NFL players, former UFC fighters, Olympic gold medalists. I've been in there with all of them. So some guy who used to play for the Bulldogs, that doesn't stress me out.
Yeah, well, it should. It should. And it's interesting that you are on the Saturday and you're saying that you're going to come and have a beer upstairs on the Sunday. Don't make the mistake. Don't do the just in case. Leave your gear in the hotel room. Come in your casuals. Don't come with your gear ready just in case, and you've got that fantasy of getting in the ring with someone like me, someone that's graced the field of NRL Grand Finals, that's come over from England to another domain. I've got experience in being in foreign arenas. Like, I've come from England, risked it all. You don't think this is a calculated decision? And I would hate for you to fall into the trap of being, oh, you know what? I might, just in case I'm needed. Leave your clothes at home and enjoy the spectacle.
No, you know what? I love what you just said, because I can understand exactly what you mean, because we both left our home country to go chase our dream, to compete against the best in the world and to show them who we are. I love that type of energy. But in this situation, you're coming into my house. Sydney is my house. PWA is my home. I'm coming back for 2 nights. Bro, my gear is always in the bag, and I don't need to be in my gear to slap you in the face. That's the main thing here. Like, the level of disrespect that you're showing me, even now, when I took time out of my day to come on your show and help you out and have a conversation. So it's not about gear, lad. It's about respect, and I think I'm going to get it out of you on Sunday.
Well, look, I'm ready to fight anytime you want, like whenever it's on. In the ring, out the ring, upstairs, downstairs, wherever you want.
Hey, no ear biting, though. No biting the ears. That's not allowed in what we do. And also, I'm a bit upset because your mate Cheese unfortunately hurt himself, which was Devo for the Roosters, and also because I was ready to fight him too, but I guess I can't really do that now. You know, he took the easy way out as well.
Yeah, are you going to be in between spray tans Saturday, Sunday? We wouldn't want it running everywhere.
Hey, here's a word of advice for you. Spray tans are a beautiful thing, mate, especially when you're under the bright lights and you've got the cameras on you. It does wonderful things. You know, people mock it, but it works great. I'm going to do a very dark tan for Sunday. I want to be like Hulk Hogan 98 NWO style tan. I got no shame about that.
I'm sure you'll look $1 million lira.
Hey, you never know. And this is coming from you. Like, at the end of the day, you and Bonza are rangers. And I've never been scared of a ranger in my life, you know. You open the fridge and you get sunburnt. So don't start talking about my skin color, lad.
Just be careful.
You got to look in the mirror.
Just be careful about coming after gingers. We are a very dangerous breed, my friend. And you do not want to come after us. I tell you what, you know what? I'm coming into your domain, into the comfort, in your home comfort. I'd love to see you come into mine. Maybe when I'm talking about don't bring your gear, make sure next time you come back to Australia, because what will happen on the weekend, and you'll sit there, you know, with your fancy spray tan, witnessing for the very first time this career, and you'll be wondering about what could have been. People in the wrestling industry will be sat there watching me going, oh, what could have been? I wish we'd have got hold of this kid when he was 15, 16 years of age, and we could have turned him into a future wrestling star. But next time you come back, don't bring your boots. Don't bring your socks, your shorts, your pads, your tackle pads, because, mate, there's one thing for sure: you wouldn't last 2 minutes in my domain.
I will say this to you, James. I hate giving compliments, but I do think in another world you would have been a fantastic professional wrestler. You've got the banner, obviously. I saw you run over Ricky South and embarrass him on the microphone when you had him on the show. That was very surprising to me. But you've got everything that we look for in wrestlers. But unfortunately, you gave your life to rugby league. This isn't for you. It's too late, lad. I think this is very dangerous what you're doing Sunday. And that's the same for me. Maybe in another life I could have been a rugby league superstar, but I chose to be a WWE superstar. My life is great. I'm not going down to get hurt. You probably would towel me up in rugby league in 2 minutes. That's not what I do, brother. I talk on the mic. I'm a superstar. So I'm going to keep myself healthy, but I appreciate the offer.
Well, there we are, Grayson. The first grain of truth to come out of your mouth in this conversation. So well done. You've made that first admission. Hopefully this is the path to enlightenment, and that you realize that what I'm about to bring on Sunday is very real. And I know that you'll be able to look into your soul and you'll go, shit, thankfully this person is not in my industry full time.
One thing I'll say about Grayson was I'm an honest guy. I'm always going to say how it is. But Sunday, I think very quickly you're going to realize what this is that we do. You know, when Ricky South hits you for the first time and there's that moment in your mind where you go, oh, I've made a huge mistake here. And what are you going to do? Get Bonza to help you out? Come on, man. Bonza's past his prime anyway. So we're going to have two rangers on the floor. Ricky South, backman, very happy. And Grayson Waller up in the stands doing a shoey, celebrating, brother. I can't wait.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you eat your words, that look of shock on your face when you realise what I'm all about. I am not out my depth in any way, shape or form. And I'm ready not to just to surprise you, but the whole of the wrestling fans here in Australia with what I bring to the show on Sunday afternoon.
I look forward to it. And hey, tickets still available somehow. This is a huge show. We got the finals of the Colosseum. We got James Graham wrestling. We got North Shore Wrestling taking on the Dropouts. There's so many big things. People need to see this live, lad. I know it's live on YouTube, but let's be on the same page for one thing. This is going to be a spectacle regardless of what happens, and people need to be at the Metro and see this.
A show will be put on, that is for sure. You'll be there witnessing it firsthand, but those fans should get down there. It's going to be something special.
It sure is, brother, and I can't wait to finally meet you in person. It's going to be good.
See you Sunday. See you Sunday.